Hello, welcome back to the Visible Audit. This channel exists for one reason only, to help business owners stop losing customers to competitors already dominating page one on Google before the conversation even begins. See, most businesses do not have a service problem. They have a visibility problem. If buyers cannot find you when they are actively searching for your services, Google is simply handing those customers to someone else. So on this channel, we do live website audits and real Google searches to expose the visibility leaks, conversion leaks, and ranking opportunities most business owners never even realize are costing them leads. Here's how the process works. First, we randomly choose a local business niche. Then we randomly choose a state. After that, we perform a live Google search exactly like a real customer would. However, we use keywords everywhere to identify the actual high-intent search phrases buyers are typing into Google when they are ready to hire or purchase. Then we usually look for businesses sitting around page 2 of Google because these companies are often very close to major growth but are still invisible to most buyers. From there, we break down what they are doing right, what is hurting their rankings, what competitors are doing better, how their homepage could convert more visitors into actual leads, and what simple enhancements could help improve both visibility and conversion performance. Now, in these public audits, we usually focus mostly on the homepage for educational purposes. But in a full website monetization review, we would analyze the entire site structure: service pages, metadata, conversion flow, authority positioning, keyword targeting, and overall search footprint. The goal is simple: help businesses build page one visibility so competitors stop intercepting buyers online. So let's spin the wheel, choose today's niche, and see which business we're auditing today. And if you're a business owner watching this and want a website monetization review for your own company, check the link in the description down below. All right, welcome to today's local SEO audit. Let's see what niche we're going to. Make sure you smash the like button, turn on notifications after you subscribe so you don't miss more amazing audits like this. Oh, right, roofing companies. I've been wanting to audit a roofing company. Now let's find a location. I used to work for a roofing company back in the day, so I was their marketing guy, so this will be fun. Louisiana. All right, let's go to Google. So just as a beginner to search, I would type in something like roofing company Louisiana. Okay, and this is not the buyer phrase. Even though there's 50 searches a month and people are spending $4 a click, that's not the buyer phrase. People who type out 3 words, exactly 3 words with a location, they're typically looking for reviews or local businesses in the snack pack. But we want to find high intent buyers who will scroll down into organic search. So we're going to look down here. Roofing companies in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Look at this. Wow, that is crazy. Roofing companies, Baton Rouge. Okay, roofing companies, Baton Rouge is the phrase. And look at this volume, guys. Wow, 1,000 searches a month, and people are spending as much as $16.50 a click. Wow, guys, no one spends $16 a click, period, unless they're getting insanely good leads. So this is like, imagine if 200 people click on an ad, that person is spending a grip load of money just to get leads. So what we do in iRankFast is we optimize websites to rank page one organically so that you don't have to pay for ads or do advertising. But knowing that others are willing to spend that much means that when you do rank page one, you're going to get clicks from people that are highly motivated to act now. So your website needs to immediately make the person that is doing the search lean in and self-select and say, yes, I feel empowered to act on this website and give my contact information. So again, we don't care about page one because they're getting all the traffic, but people on page 2, they're on the verge of major growth, but they're still invisible to most people searching online because if people don't find what they're looking for on page 1, they just hit the back button or they do a new search. Okay, so let's go here. And this is great because look, W2W built is still advertising on page 2. So if advertising follows you to page 2, you know it's a hot niche. Okay, we don't care about Thumbtack, but here we go. Lifetime Roofing LA. Okay, Lifetime Roofing Contractor in Baton Rouge, LA. That's not the right phrase. All they'd have to do is put Lifetime Roofing, change the colon to like a wall or a hyphen, and put voted one of the best roofing companies in Baton Rouge. That's it. If they just did that, and likely they are voted one of the best roofing companies in Baton Rouge because of what their customers say about them. So it's not like you're making it up. If they did that, and then they changed their actual meta description to Lifetime Roofing has been voted one of the best roofing companies in Baton Rouge by its customers. We offer roof repair, installation, replacement, and inspection services. Call now. If they just did that, their meta title, meta description will be highly optimized for the actual high intent buying phrase that is typed out, and Google would fly them up to the top. They'd be somewhere in the middle towards the top of page 1 if they just did that one thing. But there's no point in ranking on page 1 if your website is not optimized to convert the moment they land on the site. So let's see what it looks like. Oh my gosh. All right. So I do want to start off with what they're doing right. This orange background, orange background, black writing, not the best. If they had orange background with white writing, no hover color when I put my mouse over it, and it stays get an estimate, that's beautiful. That is actually a very good job. They did a really good job right there. Now this whole Houston, they have a tab that can take you to Houston, Texas. That there should be its own. It should have its own website for the Houston, company. Like promoting Louisiana and Houston, Texas. That's two different locations entirely. This makes Google mad when you do stuff like that. You either need to put this in areas served or make another website just for Houston. So they need to get rid of that. Second, there's no home tab. People don't know that they can click on your logo and go back to your home page. So think about it. When someone comes into all these different pages from Google, the service areas, the reviews, their finance and careers, all that stuff, a contact page, whatever's indexed on Google, and then they get the information that they need. When they're ready to take action, they always go to the home page. If you look at a Google Analytics report, you can always see that the home page is the highest traffic page on the website. And that's because when people are ready to act, they go to the home page. But if there's no home tab, people get confused and they're like, why is there no home tab? I don't know where to go. All right, I'm going to click the back button and go find a competitor who has proper features on their site that empower me to act. So right there, they're missing the boat on. That's another reason why they're never going to get good leads, because they don't have a home tab. Right now, down here, this is their most powerful real estate. They are doing something right here. They have a solid image, nothing else. I love that. But aligning your best content to the left is a big mistake that a lot of roofers make. And in fact, a lot of contractors make this mistake. What you need to do is center this content, put it higher up. It should be right here. It should start right here where my mouse is. And it should say, trusted as one of the best roofing companies in Baton Rouge. Exclamation mark. Now serving, under that in a subheadline, now serving Greater Baton Rouge and Houston, Texas. Okay. And then under that in the small subheadline, it could say, offering roof repairs, installations, replacements, and inspections. And then right under that, no form. You don't have a form right here. Right under that, you have a get a free estimate. Orange background, white writing at the bottom, right at the bottom of the header. And when the person clicks on that, it takes you to the same page that it takes you to when you click on this button up here. Then you don't have a form right here. You never do that. Okay, I know a lot of people think that's the right move, but that's actually not the right move. What you should have right here is these 3 buttons, but bigger. It should be like choose your service today, right? Or choose your service today, right? And then you put this button over here on the left, this one in the middle, this one on the right. And again, it takes you to that proper page when the person clicks on it. Okay, that you got to start thinking of your home page as a funnel. So you click on the funnels that you want, to go to, and that is how people convert. Okay. Now going down the page, this right here would need to change to, as one of the top roofing companies in Baton Rouge, you can count on, and then local experience, proven results, roofing done right. Again, the phrase in the headlines is very important. It needs to match what people are searching when they find your site on Google. It has to constantly remind them that they're at the right place and that their search is valued. Okay. This is good to have a video, but just remember that a video on the homepage can make a person watch it, get the information they need, or make a decision about you and then leave. So I would probably put this on a different page, maybe under the reviews page. Okay, and then this is fine to have, block content and stuff. I do love that they have a read more so it doesn't crowd the page with content. But again, roofing companies, Baton Rouge needs to be optimized throughout the content if they want to rank page 1. So other than that, everything looks good. I would change about us to get more information. Again, orange background, white writing, no hover color. Same thing here. No one wants to learn about you. No one cares about you. No one wants to learn more. They want to get more. If they feel empowered to get more information or get started or, get a free estimate, that's because they chose to do so, not because you sent them to a page where they have to learn more about you. This is really good. I'd keep this as is. Again, get more information, not learn more. Other than that, having this at the bottom with the get started today, I love this. I love that they have get started today, and this is actually good. Get a complimentary estimate. This is perfect. This is actually where it's supposed to be on this page at the bottom, because if anyone has the actual audacity to scroll to the bottom of the page, they're highly motivated to act. But most people want to click buttons on the homepage that take them to a scheduling page where they can act. Okay. Other than that, it looks really good. I think this is probably one of the better roofing sites that I've seen. I love that they have in the footer the 2026 copyright, but they should put a wall and then put all rights reserved. That's very important so that nobody can steal their information and get away with it. Other than that, it's a really beautiful site. I would rate this, a 7.5 out of 10. And again, if you own a roofing company website and you have a similar looking, site to this, please take my advice and enhance your website so you can stop competitors from stealing your customers before the conversation even begins. And again, if you would like a full website analysis and an audit done, like a local SEO audit for your website, see the link in the description down below. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Cheers.